I'm thinking about removing my last video because Pink Elephant is someone who I respect, and if he is offended by the video, that's something that I don't take lightly. However, there are some things that I would like to say. First of all, I made that video as a video response. My series was over. I made a video talking about comparing black people to other black people and a video about comparing black people to non-black people. And that covers everybody. There's no other people other than black people and non-black people, so that was the end of the series. Without rehashing the whole situation, he made a claim that this has nothing to do with this, so I had to show him, well, yes it does. But anyway, that video led to all sorts of accusations of black male bashing. I don't know how this can be seen as black male bashing when it's a racial hierarchy, with black being on the bottom, so that means black females are on the bottom too. I made a video on my last account telling black women that unfortunately they're going to be seen as the most unattractive race of women. I speak on what I find to be true. It's not about getting at black guys or getting at black women. Whatever I find to be true and somebody asks me about it, I'm going to speak on it. I'm the one who made the video on my last account saying some people shouldn't have children. I said that. I am the one who proudly proclaims to be an atheist because I believe that there is no God. And I proclaim this even though I know most of you listening out there believe that there is a God. I speak what I find to be true, even if it's unpopular. What I said in Racial Hierarchy Explained is what I find to be true. If you disagree, that's fine. Get your evidence together and make a video response. I don't jump on anybody. I have civil exchanges with people. I accept all video responses. I don't delete comments. If you got something to say to me, I give you the freedom to do that. Next point, for those who say I bash black men, I got an accusation like this from Red Eye, or as some people like to call him, R.D. Okoye, and he was unable to prove that. So I'll ask you guys to please prove that. You will not find a single video or comment from me saying that quote-unquote niggas ain't shit. There are no videos from me talking about all the black men who are in jail, or all the black men who are gay, or unemployed, or abandon their children. None of that. But most of all, I have never made a video saying that another race of man was better than a black man. Pink, even you made a video saying how you prefer Latinas over black women. Now you gave your reason for it and it didn't have anything to do with looks, but still, what if I made a video saying I like Asian men because they network? I mean, if I wanted to use that as an excuse, that would be legitimate. But if I made such a video, you would have a royal fit. The only video I have ever made either addressing black men or talking about them in depth is videos about interracial relationships. And I find it interesting how some black men will get so upset over those videos, so much so as to start attacking me personally, but they won't come with any evidence to refute what I said. They just resort to ad hominem attacks like you're bitter or you're jealous. Okay, fine, I'm ugly, I'm fat, and I'm bitter. How does that disprove the video? It doesn't. Next of all, if I make a video talking about the ins and outs of the politics of interracial dating, and how black people are able to get with people of other races, it's going to sound like I'm talking more about the men than the women because men are pursuers. If a black woman is with a man of another race, he chose her. I'm not saying it'd be impossible to find a case where a black woman went up to a non-black man and bagged him, but most of the time that's not the case. And the next point is that black women overwhelmingly want black men. Even when you listen to videos of black women complaining about black men, even if they say quote-unquote niggas ain't shit, they still don't threaten to go get another race of man. I know some do, but most don't. And even if they threaten to do it, do they actually do it? No. And as I said in my video, women go for the best dude they can find who likes them back. And just to clarify, best is in her interpretation, not yours. But anyway, whether it's true or not, I think that most black women feel that men of other races aren't going to like them. And this would also be consistent with the hierarchy. So we've got black women who complain about black men but still want black men, and black men who complain about black women and somehow tie that to why they're dating women of other races. You know guys, you really can talk about black women's problems and what they need to fix without bringing other women into it. When you bring other women into it, it just sounds like you're trying to justify your preference. And that's why a lot of times black women don't believe you on some of the things you have to say, even if they are true. Nobody wants to hear how other groups of people are better than them. But anyway, some of the black men who complain about when I make interracial videos stood up and applauded when I made the video about I'm gonna go get me a white man. I tell black women the real about interracial dating too. But again, there's not as much to say because men are the pursuers, not women. Here goes another one. Are you listening? Black women, the majority of non-black men who approach you just want to fuck you. And the number of non-black men who are willing to wife you up is less than a number of non-black women who are willing to marry black men. In that regard, black males have male-female dynamic in their favor. That's about all I can say to black women about interracial dating, because men decide the hierarchy, not women. And besides that, it's mostly the men who are talking about going getting partners of other races, not the women. Next point. Interracial dating isn't the only observation that I've made that's consistent with the racial hierarchy. For example, let's take John Mayer's comments in Playboy. Now, besides him saying nigger shit, that was out of line, but the stuff he said about not liking black women, who cares? If a black man had made the same statement about not liking white women, would white women be up in arms about it? Psh, no. If a black woman made a statement that she doesn't like white men, would they care? Hell to the fucking no. That's another thing that's consistent with being on the bottom of the hierarchy, caring about other people's opinion who would not care about your opinion. And lastly, I'll address people who are asking me what's the point of this video. As I said before, it's a video response. But you know, really, you can go around to any video and ask what's the point of it. If you have a problem with my video or you think it's false or something like that, then just go ahead and tell me what your problem is with the video. Don't ask me stupid questions. So anyway, I got two things for you guys to do. If you think my video is bullshit, you tell me where I'm wrong. And secondly, if you think I'm a black male basher, produce evidence of it. Show me where I've said another race of man was better than black men. Show me where I've made light of you guys going to jail or being gay or any of that other stuff you accuse black women of saying about you. You know when I become a black male basher? Whenever I say something you don't like. When I say something to the women, you're there clapping and cheering me on. So please, produce evidence that I bash black men. The only videos I've ever made directly addressing or talking about black men have been on the subject of interracial dating. If the ability to get women of other races builds your self-esteem, then that is consistent with the you-know-what. If I make a video telling black people that, for the most part, people of other races are mostly interested in you for sex, because you're rich, or because you're exceptionally beautiful or handsome, or because they have a specific preference for our look, how in the world is that bashing? The only way I could see that you would think that was bashing is if part of your self-esteem was tied up in that. And I say this because black men who I know are pro-black, they didn't have a problem with this video. So that's all I got to say on that. Oh, and besides that, I'm asking, should I take the video down? I'm asking for you guys' opinion. I don't think I said anything that should be a shock to black men or that they shouldn't already realize, but at the same time, I don't want to make them angry or feel bashed. So just give your opinion on whether I should take the video down or not. Peace.